chapter of engineering statistics, ECC 3014, which is the simple linear regression, or we can call it linear regressions. So basically, linear regression applies whenever, for example, you have the set of data, which is the continuous data. For example, right, you measure the drying rate of one sample, and then you can get the instantaneous data of the mass over the time. So that is one example of the linear regression which to be used in the application. So basically, of course, it's really important that linear regression has played a prominent part in statistical analysis, because especially when we are interested to know how one variable depends on one or more of the other variable. Okay, and it is the functional relationship between the expected value of a dependent variable and a set of explanatory or independent variables. A modeling technique in which the expected value of a dependent variable is modeled as a linear combination of a set of explanatory variables, whereby simple linear regression has with only one explanatory variable. Okay, this is the model which can be written as such here, whereby the observed value of the dependent variable yi is composed of a linear function beta 0 beta null plus beta 1 x1 xi of the explanatory variable xi together with an error term error. So this is like I mentioned previously. So this is a linear regression whereby you have a different set or maybe the scattered data, and so that's how you regress the data accordingly. And most importantly, you will get the R value, R squared value, which determines or dictate how close or how reliable the data is. Meaning to say that if let's say the R squared is close to 100%, then it is much better. So error terms are generally taken to be independent observation from a distribution for some error variance. So this implies that the values y1 plus blah 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 and yn are observation from the independent random variables, which can be written here. So these are the error 1, and this is the slope beta 1. Of course, you know already, right, how to calculate the slope. And the point estimates of the three unknown parameters in a simple linear regression models are as follow: beta 1, which can be written here, and it can be simplified as xy as xx. Sorry. So for beta null equals to y minus beta 1x, and then which can be defined as such accordingly, SSA over n minus 2. Okay, from this table, calculate the value. Okay, next one is R squared, which is really important factor. How well a regression line predicts or estimate the actual value. So basically, this is the regression line, this is the mean, and the distance actual mean compared with the distance estimated mean is the R squared. So the calculation of the sum of squares can be defined as this: SST equals to this one, y. This is the mean, right? Okay, this is SR. SSR equals to this, and SSC equals to this, and R squared equals to SSR over SST. Then you can get R squared. So basically, R squared is really important, and of course, it is clearly will come out in your final exam. So basically, that's it. In this chapter, you just have to draw accordingly based on the set of data given, and you will have to apply what have you learned in the first chapter, which is the inferential statistic and the descriptive graph. So from that point whereby you have x and y, and you can get the value of estimation from the using the appropriate method, especially in a way for you to calculate the R squared value. Okay, so all the best, especially for your final exam, because hopefully it's not that difficult. Because of course you can refer accordingly, right? There are here twists here and there, but not too much, and I hope it does not really difficult for you to answer. And of course, you have four question. You have to answer four question out of five, which I have reduced the number of questions to only five, so you can just choose four, your best one, and make sure you don't leave anything blank. Okay, so and one more thing, make sure you just prepare one page note, back and forth, front. Sorry, back and front. Okay, back and front. Okay, so make sure you bring only the notes, especially the the, the formula and everything, and whereby the table will be given to, for the final exam. Okay, so thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a good day.